안녕하세요, 여러분. This is 3D Girls Are Lame, your favorite 3D girl, and we are back to your irregularly scheduled programming, and we are back to episode 3 of Hospital Playlist. To kind of backpedal here, I want to go back to the beginning. In the first episode or the second episode, I'm not sure, there's a doctor named Gyeol. I want to say Gyeol, but it's like two parts. Gyeol, she was a little rough with like some parents or the mom whose kid got hit by a car or whatever, and was kind of like, oh no, he's definitely gonna die and it's all your fault. Is basically what she said. You can't say that to people. So I knew she would show up later, but I don't know. So Gyeol actually has a crush on one of our guys in our little love pentagon. They're all sitting at the table and they want her to do one of their surgeries. And so she always picks Ik-jun. And she picks Ik-jun because Ik-jun helps her get pictures of him, stuff like that. Guess who she likes? It's pronounced Gyeol. She actually has a crush on Junwan. And because she has a crush on Junwan, she's kind of using Ik-jun to get pictures of Junwan and tell her all about Junwan. What's Junwan like? Tell me everything. It's really cute, and they're both kind of these rough around the edges doctors who are kind of rude with the way they talk to the patient's guardians. Because Junwan was basically like, my daughter's getting married in like 3 days. Can't we wait? He's like, no. Unless you want to die. Are you kidding me? You're going to get this surgery now, and that's just too bad. They should just take a lot of pictures for him. Which is cold. It's not wrong, though. What she said was wrong, but what he said is kind of like, oh, okay, he's just being straightforward. Crap, not Junwan, Jungwon. Junwan. That's right, Jungwon is the one that she has a crush on. I'm sorry, y'all. Their names are similar. I told you I was going to mess this up later. Jungwon is the one that Gyeol has a crush on. Jungwon is currently doing this surgery on this baby who has a bad heart. This baby got bad heart, so we trying to save the baby heart. And Jungwon's also the priesty one. Jungwon, priest, baby. He does heart surgery. He's the heart surgeon. She refuses to tell Jungwon how she feels, and she's just very optimistic about having a chance with Jungwon. And I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it at all. Seokyoung still wasn't in this episode as much as I would have liked, but it's his character. He's quiet like. But we kind of look at him when it comes to looking at the band and how they were as a band. And so they get to show us this little flashback of when they all went to karaoke together and had a cute little time. We end up focusing more on those two new med kids. The ones with the mom who died when they were young. So they decided to learn medicine. We get to see them a lot. They actually get to see all the different surgeries with everybody. So they got to see the baby and the baby with the bad heart, but the surgery went well, and they got to walk around and ask questions. There's a lot of funny scenes in this episode too. The one scene where they're doing the surgery on the baby's heart and the two residents are in there, and Junwan's about to start and he looks over and he goes, Wakanda. You don't know Wakanda, Black Panther? Great, don't say forever. Just stand there like that. So their hands are like, let me see it. And it was funny. Sungwon's in this episode too, but a lot of things happened with Ik-jun actually. I think the most things happened with Ik-jun. Boy, did they throw us for a loop with this one. So he's married and we're kind of like, where your wife at, man? Where's she at? I don't know what that is, but he looks so happy all the time. I figured everything was just gravy, you know, everything's fine. Everything not fine, y'all. He has a patient who is signing out, and it's Children's Day, so he's gonna go with his son. He gets, they let him go home that day, Children's Day, and he's like, everything's great, he's perfectly fine. He walked out of there and didn't have to worry about anything. Later on, apparently that man was not okay. He ended up right back at the hospital same day, brain dead. He was alive, but brain dead, and they chose when if he's brain dead, then my organs can go to people who need it. So Ik-jun has to go in there and remove this man's organs. But before that even happens, he gets hit with a bomb of his own. His wife finally comes back. She's back, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great. We get to see her. We know who it is now. He's sitting at the table with her. She says, can we go somewhere quiet? My gosh, this finna be bad. I can tell. She basically tells him that she wants a divorce. Saw that coming. She says that this arrangement, I don't think there's a reason that there's a point in doing this anymore. And he's kind of like, you asked for this. Like, you went to work in Germany. I said I'd follow you there. You told me to stay here. You told me you wanted the kid to be raised in Korea. So I went along with this because this is what you want. What's the real reason? And she's like, there's no real reason. This is how I feel. This da 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 da. She says she's going to take their son to lunch, and they're going to sit there, just the two of them, because it's Children's Day, and she told him he should work. Okay, fine. The son, he had an allergic reaction. He had some peanuts, and he's allergic to peanuts, and apparently the mom didn't know that, which is ridiculous. Ik-jun calls to see exactly what he ate, just to be, sure if there's something else, or to make sure that he can handle the situation better. He is a doctor. I mean, come on. He calls, and he says, hey, my son, he had something at the restaurant at lunch today. He was there with his mom. Do you remember exactly what he ate? Oh, yeah. The salad that you took home with you to go probably had peanuts in the dressing. And he's all like, the salad I took to go home. The salad I took home. He's like, oh, yeah, I remember you guys because you and your wife look so lovely together. I knew it. She don't love you. She ain't never loved you. She loves somebody else. Took that man with your son to a restaurant after telling you bullshit about why she wanted to get divorced. She could have just got divorced before she started seeing other people. Like, come on. She chose to be like that because she did not love you. She was trying to get rid of you from the first moment. When she said, I'm going to Germany without you, that's when you lost your wife. And he got to go in here and do a dang surgery on Children's Day. When he didn't get to hang out with his son, his wife left him on the spot and does not care. He's always happy. Boom, he was the sunshine, he was the light, and now he is dim and he has nothing. Well, he still has his baby, but come on. Anyway, back to our resident girl and boy. They're still going around, asking people why they became or why they chose the department that they chose and that sort of thing. Songhwa said she just wanted to study. And later, when they're doing the surgery on the baby's heart, and the baby's fine, they finish. Junwan tells them to, lets them touch the baby's heart, right? And they feel the heartbeat and that his baby's alive, and they both get so emotional, and they're looking at their hand like this, like wow. And they both decide that they're gonna be heart surgeons just off of that situation right there. And he's like, get them to sign before they change their minds. To touch a baby's heart and realize you just saved a little baby. I mean, come on. What else could get you to want to be a heart surgeon than that? And turns out that's exactly how Junwan decided to be a heart surgeon, because of the same situation where the teacher was doing a surgery on a baby, and baby heart, got touched baby's heart. He's like, this baby's alive. I want to do this right here. I'd be convinced too. Really not too much happened in this episode. Well, plenty happened. Obviously it's like an hour long. But those are the key points and the things I wanted to rant and rave about. We will see our love Pentagon again in the next episode, which I'm probably going to watch tomorrow, so I can go ahead and get that out for you guys. But episode 4 is the most recent episode, so as you know, I'm trying to give you guys time to see it. I will see you guys next time on Spoiler Review. This has been 3D Girls Are Lame. 안녕. 떠나던 그 모습이